Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us live in Richmond, BC. My name is Emily Clark, and I'm here with Jenna Anderson, and we're watching Surge out of Nova Scotia take on Quake from Ontario here at Dodgeball Canada Nationals 2024. So Surge to the line. We've got 4 balls in hand. They're looking for a shot on Quake, but not able to make that land. Quake coming up. A lot of excitement there, getting down.
Making their play here.
Oh, nicely done. A quick counter off of Surge, but it's off of one of the Quake, off one of the Quake players, and a nice catch there, keeping everyone alive.
Quake just returned, but they weren't able to land any hits there. So Surge is coming back to the line now.
4 balls in hand. Whoa, double hit and a quick counter with a catch.
Oh.
Couple big catches already today off of those shots. Of course, if you catch a ball after it's hit your teammate, it saves your teammate. And not only that, but the person who threw it is out.
It's a 2-for-1.
Quake looking pretty snazzy in their jerseys here. They're different jerseys from yesterday. Oh, sorry, not Quake. Surge. And they've got the bright pink and blue with the matching shorts. Kind of like a little bubblegum look. I like it.
It's very bubblegum. A lot of teams have new jerseys this year that they've revealed today.
Yep.
A lot of teams are wearing a different jersey than they were yesterday.
And if you were with us yesterday checking out the action, you might notice, that a lot of the jerseys are different. Lots of teams have round robin jerseys and playoff jerseys, but we're still in round robin, so here we go. We've got LeBlanc there from Surge taking what looked like a big windup for a throw and a late release right into the ground. And down to 2 players now on Quake. And we're a little far away, so apologies to any family members who want to hear their loved ones' names here. We can't see any front numbers on the Quake jerseys. But we'll do our best to give them a name check when they make it to our side of the world here. LeBlanc looking for a catch, not quite making it, and almost bouncing it right into Oikel, his teammate there. But Oikel getting right out of the way.
Quake still has 2 players, and they've whittled down Surge to 4.
And make that down to 3 now.
Yes.
Yeah, nice little wind up, and they're doing a good job of changing up where the ball is coming from, which makes it a little bit harder to get out of the way. It's a 3v2 now. Finley with the call. And Betts with the throw. Oikel getting out of the way again. Oh, a cross throw there from Finley. Was looking to change it up a little bit, see if he could get that hit, but resulted in a counter that took him out, and now we've got a 2v2. Quake really try not to make this easy on Surge, and
yeah, they're holding their own with the 2 players, hey?
Absolutely. 1-for-1 trade there, and now we're on a 1v1. We're looking at Betts.
Oh, a crazy jump there.
Absolutely.
Defense from Quake.
Good, getting out of the way, throwing that ball up for a block. And a windmill throw from Quake. Not something you often see on men's teams, but it was very well executed. And that player, Quake has some really long arms. They just do some damage with that throw on a windmill. I think they were looking at Wilson here. Wow, an overhand to an underhand, and Wilson lands it.
Takes it.
Absolutely. What an awesome play. Good work from both teams as Surge goes up 1-0. Surge goes down 1-0 to Quake. Lining back up.
I'm also noticing right now that Surge has matching shorts.
Absolutely,
for their
they do.
jerseys. They're blue and pink.
Yep.
Love it.
Surge definitely winning best dressed on court right now. Got a whole kit going. Right off the rush, a big slide from Dow, but not quite able to make the block. He did have a ball in hand. But you know what? Getting the ball back for his team and putting them on the offensive. And a big catch from LeBlanc.
That brings the teammate back in, so Surge is back up to 6 players.
He just ate that throw for breakfast.
Yeah.
Quick exchanges there. And Quake is down to 3, but hey, this happened last time.
Ooh, they just hit another one of the Surge players, so now it's 3 to 4 players on the court.
Yeah, it looked like Dow might have taken that one off the noggin.
It's never fun when that happens.
LeBlanc with a shallow throw. Finley with the call. And a cross-court shot from Betts.
And the return from Quake took Finley right off that time.
And once again, they've brought it to a 3v3. Two balls. Oh, Quake. Surge sending all their balls, I think. Leaving themselves unarmed there and looking at 6. Oh, no, sorry, not all their balls. They had 1.
Okay. And Quake now has brought it to 3 players on their side to 2 on Surge's. Based on these 2 points we've watched so far, I think it's safe to say Quake is really good at holding their own even when they're down players, which is a skill that not every team has.
Closing around is tough, but Betts is making it tougher.
Ooh, yes.
Excellent shot there. Great timing. And once again, 1v1. Betts versus Wilson.
And Betts has no ball in hand, which makes it a lot trickier to defend.
It does make it a little easier to go for a catch, if that's what you want.
That's very true.
And Wilson with that sneaky windmill once again. Nice fake from Betts, trying to get Wilson to commit to a dodge. Oh, close. He was looking for that catch. Thought he might have had it there. Quake closes out another round. This has been a really, really exciting couple rounds of dodgeball. Timeout now to Surge. 30-second timeout. You get 1 timeout per game in round robin play here at at Dodgeball Canada Nationals. And if I'm the Surge captain at this point, I think I'm just going to be telling my team, you know what? We're looking really good. You know, we're doing everything right. Maybe a couple more defensive moves rather than going for those catches.
Yep.
You know, see if we can outlast them a little bit more. And if I'm Quake, I'm probably thinking, let's stop going down players right at the beginning. Let's take our time, see what we can do, not make those trades right off the hop.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing a good job at holding, but it would be better if they could keep all their players on the court even longer, I think.
Absolutely.
And there was 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in this half.
At the end of the half, we're going to go to no blocking. So you'll hear the whistle, and then the teams will move to the no blocking portion. These are 11-minute halves in this tournament, and they're full 11-minute halves. So you play the bottom, all the way to the bottom of the 11, and then do your full no blocking.
Right.
3:10 now.
Clock has resumed.
77. Yeah, Dow there had 2 balls in hand, but wasn't quite able to get under the block. It did look good, though. Got some nice air there. And again with some trades, Quake making those throws.
Quake has, what is that, all 6 players still on court?
Looks like all 6, yeah.
And they've gotten Surge down to 4, so this is the first time we've seen this.
Ooh. Wilson with a catch, but a follow-up hit and a nice trail move there from what I think was Betts, making sure that you limit the damage. You know, if you're going to be planted to make a catch, then you might as well take the opportunity to make sure that you hit that target as well.
Yes.
LeBlanc with the call. Nice cross-court shots. Quake saying no hit, no hit. But they must have hit somebody because we're down to 4. Reset.
Call a reset.
Yeah.
Oftentimes teams will do that when they're coming up to the line. If the other team throws a ball, they now have more balls, so they'll reset and maybe call a new play, which they did in this case, and they have taken out LeBlanc. So Surge is down to 2 players on their side.
Nice block from Whitecall. Yeah, it seems that Quake is really, they're coming to the line, they're pumping that ball hard and seeing if they can bait a couple extra balls, bait Surge into throwing an early counter.
Which in that case worked.
It did. Oiko with a beautiful jump. Getting those 2 balls out in front of himself as well, so even if the ball had managed to come a little bit higher, he would have been able to block. Seeing if they can bait some throws, but they weren't able to this time, although Betts with a hit and a quick return from Quake.
Which brings Surge down to 1 player on their side. And it's Oikel facing 3 players.
Whoa, nice play. Getting out of the way. Landed that shot on Armstrong. Armstrong right up the line, and Oikel saying, not today.
So now it's Oikel against 2 Quake players. They've made a call.
Nice.
And they made a throw, which
nice
missed.
little dodge there.
Yeah.
Just a little leg movement. Sometimes it doesn't have to be big. It just has to be effective. Absolutely great blocking. Masterclass on blocking here from Oiko. Excellent defensive play. Oh, from a knee throw.
Those are so interesting.
Oh.
You don't have as much power, but people don't see it coming, so sometimes it can be just what you need to.
And Oiko made that throw.
Oh, he
and,
did.
Yeah,
I didn't see
beautiful. And he takes it to no blocking. That's the end of the half. So no blocking now. Anytime a ball hits even the ball in your hand, you are out. Catches will still count for re-entry, and it makes your defensive game a lot more difficult. But it's not slowing Oiko down, who's getting out of the way.
They're trading throws. Nobody's landed yet. Oh.
And Oiko throws a catch. Tough end to that point. Oiko really put on a good show there. That was excellent defensive play. Yep.
Really good blocking. And his play style changed when it went into no block, into the sudden death.
It did, yeah. A lot of players have a hard time adjusting.
Yes.
If you're a strong defensive player, you rely really heavily on your blocking. It can be difficult to remember to drop that ball, move your feet, move your hands in a different way. But it seems second nature to Oiko. So yeah, I did a really great job there.
So that brings the score to 3 for Quake to 0 for Surge. And they're going into the second half, so anything can happen.
Absolutely, yeah. You know what, a 3-0 game, I've seen these turn around many times before.
Yes.
And so Quake certainly isn't going to be resting on their laurels. None of those points were easy points for Quake.
No.
So they're not going to be coming into this second half thinking that they've got it in the bag for sure.
Yeah.
But it is a nice, solid lead. So definitely time to dial it in, take it easy, and just make sure that you're really not doing anything crazy. Landing your hits, making your catches, getting out of the way.
So the clock is stopped right now, and once we begin again, it'll be another 11-minute half, unless anybody calls a timeout, in which case the clock will stop for that 30 seconds again.
And a reminder that Surge has already used their timeout this game, so if there's only one more timeout left, and that's timeout for Quake. And if you're joining us with the hopes of watching your friend or loved one on the Quake team, good news, they're on our side of the court now. We can easily see their jersey numbers.
See who we're talking about.
And we'll give them their proper dues now. Ooh, nice rush.
Good opening rush on the Quake side. Did they land that? I can't see it.
No, Surge got out of the way, just like Wilson got out of the way there. Dong also making a great escape from those couple of balls coming his way. McCucci now on the side with the ball. Wilson, Dong, and Woodgate
they're
talking about it.
relaying the call.
Ooh, and Dong got shot there in the middle, but a quick follow-up on Goyette, and Goyette takes his place on the sidelines.
Wilson is making the call in the middle here.
Again with Oikle. Oh, Wilson getting out of the way of one, but that second one coming off his shoulder. You can only dodge so many directions at one time.
It's very true. And I think they're targeting him a little earlier this time since he was so devastating in the first half.
Yeah, McCucci trying to get under and behind, but not quite getting behind that ball enough to stop it from tagging him on the shoulder.
Which leaves 2 players left on the Quake side. We've got Woodgate and McMullen.
McMullen, you know, and McMullen has, I saw McMullen playing yesterday. He's got a nasty little cross court throw, if he gets a chance to put it in there. So I would be heads up. Oh,
yeah.
but
He blocked it, but unfortunately wasn't able to move his foot out of the way quite in time. So he blocked it from his chest area, and it bounced right off his foot.
Woodgate looking at a throw there, and
Woodgate has a very different style to the last single player we saw left, which was Oikle on the Surge team.
LeBlanc
Woodgate
there was thinking maybe he had trapped a catch in between his ankles, but ref said no catch. And that looked like it was almost a tag on the toes. Hard to say. Ref saying no hit. There, that time the ref is calling it a hit. It's hard to tell. You know, you get a lot of people who have a lot of feelings about hits and not hits and people taking their hits. And with everything that's going on around you, sometimes you really do have to look to the ref to make the call. And obviously, if you get hit and you feel it, expectation is you go off the court. But every once in a while, it's just, was it the ground first or was it my toes first?
Yep. All right, we got another rush here.
Quake going offensive off the rush, but
yeah,
not tagging anybody there. And
they only sent one that time from the outside rather than the usual inside pitch.
well, they must have made a hit because Surge is coming up with 5. Ooh, Dong with I don't even know, a delay, I guess,
yeah,
on Goyette. And even with my headphones on, I heard the impact from here.
Oh, McMullen just got hit here.
Yep.
Kind of a cross-court shot from Surge.
So Surge and trading blows there with Quake and coming up a little bit on the wrong side of it, down to 2 and now down to 1. But that 1 is Oikle, and we've seen what they are capable of in previous rounds.
Oh, wasn't able to hold it quite as long that time. That is a point for Quake.
That was a nice shot, though, for Oikle onto Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep, it didn't quite make it, but it looked really good. It was a quick release, nice and fast.
That brings the score to 4 points for Quake and 1 point for Surge. We've got 6 and 35 seconds left. 6 minutes, 35 seconds. That's still time. Anything can happen.
Oh, Dong looking for the catch off of that rush. Didn't make it. He's saying
staying in court. I think maybe the ball wasn't activated.
It wasn't activated, maybe, yep.
So when the other team throws a ball, if it's not activated off the rush, then the play doesn't count.
McMullen getting a hit from Oikle. Oikle with a little smile. All right, Dong, Carr Harris, Wilson, Armstrong, and Woodgate. And Wilson looking for the catch, but not quite making it.
Ooh, that was an interesting.
Armstrong going up and looking for the sweep, I guess. Was
looking
that
to grab, yeah, there was a ball
ball
rolling back, trying to save it, keep it on their team's side, and didn't quite manage to stay on the play.
But
got hit out, but
Woodgate avenging his death. Yeah.
Yep. So it was a 1v1 trade in that case, which brings Quake down to 3 players.
3v3.
And Surge has
3v2 now.
4.
Oh, 4v2.
Yeah, so it's 3 on Surge side.
Oh, 3v2. 1v2. 2v2. There we go.
Yeah.
We've got sorry to our viewers, we have a little bit of an obstructed view. It's a bit difficult for us to see what's going on in some cases, but that was quite the dodge from Goyette. Woodgate saying, I'm out, putting his hands up in the air.
All right.
All the balls now on Dong's side. So no offense to worry about. And now down to one on the other side. So he's got to be a little bit more cautious. Lining up across from the ball. Sending it a little high. Players have balls in hand, so no matter where he throws it, he's got potentially someone coming at him. But what a nice little toe
made
tap.
a hit. Yeah, that was.
Yep.
Oh, closes out the round. Snipes them both. That second last shot was a really good one. Opponents running up, nails them right in the toes. That's a hard shot to
tough, right? You've got to anticipate where they're going to be. Yeah, and you're releasing the ball at where you think they're going to be versus where they are. That's tough. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. 5-1 now for Quake. Surge fast to the line. And Oiko with the catch. And a smile that you can see from here. He's having a good time out there, ladies and gentlemen. Couple high throws and a catch.
Wow.
LeBlanc making it look
Making
easy.
A very high catch right at the neck and face area. Oftentimes that's a safe throw because it'll bounce right off of somebody. Not in this case.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So Quake has 4 players on the court right now, but as we've seen, they can definitely pull it together.
Surge with 2 balls, Quake with 4. Oiko taking an offensive shot there and landed it. 6v3. Oh, wow, Wilson with a heckin' sneaky little windmill. That was just a hair's breadth away from an ankle tap there. Another nice block from Michael.
Surge looks like they're having a really, really fun time. They've got players just grinning over there.
Yep. Oh, LeBlanc
and
again.
Another wicked catch. Wow.
Throw from the knees.
Oh, Wilson was grabbing a ball and didn't quite see the shot coming from the outside. Was that from Oikle?
I think so. Oikle's been lighting it up from that corner over there. And now it's just Armstrong versus all of Surge.
See how this goes.
Getting under it from LeBlanc. LeBlanc getting out of the way. And looking.
Watching for that catch, very much so.
Yeah, you can tell he's ready for it.
Yeah, but easily got out of the way. Well, made it look easy.
When you're on a hot streak sometimes with catching, you really want to just go for it. Armstrong getting under that ball, which was, I'm going to say, very impressive.
Yeah.
Was a nice trail shot from Oikle. It came out of nowhere.
Wow.
But
what was that?
Just a nice little overhand tap right on the head.
That was some curve. That dropped right at the last minute.
Moores.
Tapped Armstrong right on the back as he was ducking.
You got to be pretty tall and have a pretty good arm extension to make a shot like that. You really have to come up and over, and then the ball comes down. And that was nicely done. 1 minute of play left here.
Don't see that specific shot very often.
No, it was well done.
All right, this could be the last point we see.
Inside 60 seconds now, yep. Quake looking for Oikle. Oh, they made it. Nice honesty from Michael there. You know, I think that after his amazing blocking this game, any ref would have given him the benefit of the doubt that that was clean. So good for him. Wilson getting tapped from across court from Goyette. And let's see now. Quake looking to bait a ball in. They got one, they got two, which means they've got 5 in possession now and only 1 ball in hand.
Armstrong ducked under a ball again.
Yep.
That might be something in their usual roster of moves.
It's a tall person too.
Yeah,
That's
you wouldn't expect it.
It's like where disappear right into the floor.
Yeah.
Amazing. Whoa, McMullen with the catch. And that is the end of the half. So we're going to no blocking.
Both teams will start back on the line with balls in hand, and yeah, it's no blocking. So
6v4.
Surge sends 2. Both of them went a little bit high. Quake is getting those back in hands and will probably be returning them.
And you know, the advantage of 6 players and no blocking isn't quite what you'd think it would be. Your only move is to dodge or catch, and with 6 big guys on the court,
it's
don't
harder
have a
to
lot
get
of
out of the
dodging
way.
space. Yeah. So we'll see what that looks like. LeBlanc
Barely got nicked, it looked like. Very
Yeah.
close. Going off the court now. We are down to 2 players on the Surge side.
Nice dodge from Goyette. Holy.
Oh, that was a catch by Mikuchi
McMullen.
on the left here. Mikuchi.
Oh, Goyette
Oh,
going for a dodge, but not quite. And there you have it, folks. A final score of 6-2 for Quake in this Quake versus Surge game here at Dodgeball Canada Nationals at the Olympic Oval in Richmond, BC. Join us in the next couple minutes for our next game here on Court 2. You can also check out the stream on Court 1 and streamed Court 3 and 4 without commentary if you're looking for a specific team.